Welcome to Great Garden. Using too much chemical fertilizer can overload the plant, leading to wilting, poor growth, and increased susceptibility to disease. In today's video, I'll guide you through a natural and safe method of caring for orchids using familiar kitchen ingredients, suitable for both beginners and those who have been growing orchids for years. When applied correctly, your orchids will strong, healthy roots that are white and plump. Thick, deep green, glossy leaves. Long flower spikes with evenly spaced buds and beautiful, long-lasting blooms. If you're looking for a way to keep your orchid garden healthy and blooming regularly, don't forget to subscribe to the Great Garden channel. Let's get started right now. In your kitchen, you probably always have rice available, right? And this is also the first ingredient I chose. Rice contains starch, along with B vitamins and natural minerals, which help provide energy for plants. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language, comment below, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. First, I prepare a blender. Add 3 tablespoons of rice to the blender. Close the lid tightly and blend until the rice is ground into a fine powder. Grinding it finally helps release the maximum amount of starch and beneficial micronutrients, allowing the orchid to absorb nutrients more effectively, supporting strong root development and improving the plant's resistance. After blending, we will have a rice powder like this. I will prepare a clean glass cup. Next, add 3 tablespoons of rice powder into the glass. Then, add about 500 milliliters of hot water. Stir well until the rice powder is completely dissolved, allowing the nutrients to be released more effectively and creating a solution that is easy for the orchid to absorb. Finally, cover it and let the solution steep for about 1 hour. While waiting for the solution to stabilize, check and trim any orchids with dry, wilted, or damaged roots. Removing weak roots in time helps prevent fungal diseases, stimulates new root growth, and creates better conditions for the plant to grow healthily. At the same time, I'll share a very important principle that orchid growers should not overlook before fertilizing. First, lightly water the plant with clean water to moisten the roots and the growing medium. This step helps the orchid adapt better when exposed to the nutrient solution and reduces the risk of fertilizer shock. Once the root system is sufficiently moist, nutrient absorption will occur more gradually and steadily, thereby significantly reducing the risk of root burn, yellowing leaves, or root rot, especially in weakened orchids. Just water enough to moisten the roots, not soak them, then proceed with fertilizing. This is a small tip, but delivers noticeable results, helping orchids stay healthy, safe, and use nutrients more effectively throughout the care process. After about 1 hour, once the solution has completely cooled, strain out all the residue, keeping only the clear liquid as shown in the video. Thoroughly straining out the residue is a very important step, as it makes the solution cleaner and safer for orchids, helping to prevent root clogging. This liquid is exactly what we need. Finally, add 1 liter of clean water at room temperature to dilute the solution. After dilution, the solution is ready to be used for watering plants in your garden. Method 1. First, pour the diluted rice solution into a clean glass container. Then, use a cotton pad or a soft cloth to lightly absorb the solution and gently wipe both the upper and lower surfaces of the orchid leaves. Handle with care to avoid scratching the leaf surface. This method helps remove dust, mineral residues, and built-up deposits, keeping the leaves clean and allowing better airflow, thereby supporting more efficient photosynthesis. The rice solution also provides natural nutrients, helping the leaves maintain their green color, enhancing their shine, and improving resistance, thereby limiting the growth of harmful fungi and bacteria on orchid leaves. You can clean the leaves periodically about once a month, or whenever you notice a buildup of dust. Method 2. Next, pour the solution into a spray bottle. Then, lightly and evenly, mist the entire orchid, including the leaves, stem, roots, and leaf axils. The fine misting method helps distribute the natural nutrients from the rice evenly, supporting the plant's resistance and helping to limit the growth of bacteria, fungi, and some minor pests. When applying, spray both sides of the leaves to clean the surface and improve airflow, thereby enhancing photosynthesis and promoting stable, healthy growth in orchids. This method can be applied once a week during the initial stage. Once the plant has stabilized and is growing well, gradually reduce the frequency to maintain long-term effectiveness. After spraying, let the plant rest for a short time so the leaves and roots can absorb the nutrients. If you notice any solution remaining on the leaf surface or in the leaf axils, gently wipe it off with a soft cloth to prevent prolonged moisture, helping the plant stay healthy with thick green leaves and sustainable growth. Method 3. I'll share a very simple tip that delivers noticeable results in encouraging orchids to bloom earlier. First, pour the diluted rice solution into a small container. Then, add an appropriate amount of ice to cool the solution before use. Wait until the ice has completely melted. Once the solution is slightly cool, not too cold, you can proceed to water the plant. This method creates a slight temperature difference at the root zone, mimicking natural day-night conditions. When the roots are exposed to a safely cool solution, the plant receives a physiological signal of environmental change, thereby reducing leaf growth and shifting into the flower bud initiation stage. The combination of natural nutrients from the rice solution and the gentle temperature effect helps promote more effective and stable flowering. It's recommended to apply this about once a week. Once the plant has adapted and is growing well, you can gradually reduce the frequency to avoid excess and support strong, long-lasting blooms. After 2 months of application, the results are truly beyond expectations. The orchid leaves turn a naturally deep green, with a noticeably glossier and thicker surface. New leaves grow strong and full of vitality, improving photosynthesis and creating a solid foundation for stable plant growth. The orchid's root system shows clear improvement. New roots continuously form, appearing plump and white with fresh green tips, and they anchor firmly to the growing medium. This indicates that the plant is effectively absorbing the natural nutrients from the rice solution with enhanced water and nutrient uptake, making the plant stronger and more vigorous. Flower spikes and buds develop evenly and strongly, ready to enter the blooming stage. The buds appear in greater numbers, larger and firmer. When they bloom, the flowers are uniform, vibrant in color, long-lasting, and bloom successively, bringing a pot of orchids full of vitality for many weeks. What do you think about this natural orchid care method using rice? Have you ever tried applying this method to your orchid garden? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear stories from your garden. This is truly a well-deserved result of patience and proper care. When nurtured correctly, orchids will reward you with strong vitality and a delicate, pure beauty. Enjoy these refreshing green moments. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Great Garden channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss simple yet effective orchid care tips. Goodbye for now, and see you again in the next videos on Great Garden.